What does it mean to be authentic? What does it mean to be real? Webster's dictionary defines it in several ways. Authentic means made or done the same way as an original, not fake or an imitation, or true to one's own personality, spirit, or character. You know, most of us have a debit card, and when we go to the ATM to get cash out, don't we expect that cash to be authentic? We expect that cash to be real, and we expect it to be genuine. I don't know about you, but I don't want a fake or an imitation. I don't want monopoly money. I don't expect to get to the cash register to pay for some groceries, only to have the cashier use that little pen and tell me my money is fake. You know, we expect an ATM or the bank to give us real money, not a counterfeit. What if we had a pen, just like that cashier's, that could tell us if another person was being real, or if they were being authentic, or if they were just being fake? Wouldn't that be pretty crazy? You just walk up beside somebody and just mark them with that pen, and it would tell you. Like, oh, that's a counterfeit, they're being fake. Or, oh, no, they really mean what they're saying. You know, I find myself when I'm out in public a lot of times, I'll go up to somebody and I'll ask them, I'll say, hey, how you doing? But you know, it's really not me saying, how you doing, and really meaning it. It's more like me saying, hey, you know, have a nice day or something like that. It's not really something that comes from my heart. It's not really something that's genuine or authentic. But I say it because we've all gotten a habit of saying those things. Saying, you know, how are you doing? You know, most of the time I get a response, you know, most people say, well, I'm doing good, or I'm doing fine, or I'm doing okay. But you know, the thing is, what we don't realize is that most of us, we are not good. Many of us are not fine. And a lot of us are not even okay. You know, there's a lot of people that we come in contact with every day that are barely holding on. They can barely keep their heads above the water. And they're drowning. And they just really need us to listen, or to throw them a life preserver. Now think about this. Let's take that same pen, though, and let's mark it on ourselves to see if we're really being genuine, if we're really being authentic. We might just find that we're counterfeit, and we might find that we're simply being fake as we go through our daily lives. You know, let me be real with you guys. Let me be authentic, you know, and tell you how I really feel and what I have done in my life so that you can really get to know me a little bit better. You know, for most of my life, I am that person who said, I'm okay, when I was actually battling depression, consumed by OCD, and, you know, was having thoughts of suicide. I was a person who said, I'm fine, when I had just thrown up from one of my chronic migraines. I was a teenager who said, I'm good, when my parents were separating and then I had to move to a new town. I was a little kid who said nothing while I went through physical and sexual abuse. So the thing is, I know how it feels to put on a smile and pretend like everything's okay. I know how it feels to wear that mask, to go to school and not want to go home, to put on that fake face that says, you know, everything's okay, to go to church and say, oh, everything's okay, when it's really not. That's the way I've lived most of my life. However, that's the old me. And I've made a promise to God and to myself that I'll live a life of authenticity. I will be authentic, not only with myself, but with everyone around me, and try to teach other people to do the same thing. See, real authenticity comes down to really loving others and really loving yourself, just like God does. Authentic love is perfectly sincere, completely genuine, and without hypocrisy. You see, with everything going on in our world and all the turmoil that's happening right now, in order to change ourselves and to change our world, we can no longer simply pretend to love one another. We just have to do it. This thing that I call authentic is as much for me as it is for you. You know, I'm going to be leading but I'm also going to be learning. I'm going to be learning from each of you and from your experiences. It's my hope and prayer that each week will become more and more authentic.